Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Riley and the Magical Pasta Pot. A special bedtime story for Riley. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among rolling hills, there lived a little girl named Riley. Riley was a curious, kind-hearted, and adventurous 4-year-old with a twinkle in her eyes and a smile that could brighten up a room. Every night, before drifting off to sleep, Riley loved listening to bedtime stories filled with magic and wonder. One evening, as the sun began to set and the stars twinkled in the sky, Riley's mother tucked her into bed. "What story would you like to hear tonight, my darling?" her mother asked, her voice gentle and warm. Riley thought for a moment, her tiny finger tapping against her chin. "I want to hear a story about a magical pot," she said with excitement in her voice. Her mother smiled and began weaving a tale just for Riley. Once, in a faraway land, there lived a wise old witch named Strega Nona. She had a secret: she possessed a magical pasta pot that never ran out of pasta. This pot could make delicious pasta dishes and fill the entire town with its mouth-watering aroma. Riley's eyes widened with wonder as she imagined the magic pot. tell me more," she urged, her voice filled with anticipation. Her mother continued, "Strega Nona needed to go on a journey, so she asked her helper, Big Anthony, to look after her house and tend to her garden while she was away." Now, Big Anthony was a kind-hearted but mischievous man, always eager to prove himself. Riley giggled, knowing that sometimes being mischievous could lead to exciting adventures. "What happened next?" she asked eagerly. One day, when Strega Nona went over the mountain to visit her friend, Big Anthony couldn't resist the temptation. He stood in front of the magical pasta pot and recited the secret verse that Strega Nona had taught him, hoping to impress the townspeople with his newfound magic. Riley's eyes widened as she imagined the pot coming to life. "Did the pasta pot listen to Big Anthony?" she asked, her voice filled with curiosity. As the story unfolded, Riley learned that the magical pasta pot indeed listened to Big Anthony's words. But he had forgotten the most important part of the verse: how to make it stop. The pot began to overflow with pasta, filling the house, the garden, and the entire town with spaghetti, fettuccine, and ravioli. "Oh no!" Riley exclaimed, her face full of concern. "What did Big Anthony do?" Her mother smiled and assured her. Big Anthony quickly realized his mistake. With pasta flooding the streets, he called out for help. The townspeople rushed to the scene, but the more they tried to scoop out the pasta, the more it kept coming. Riley's eyes sparkled with excitement as she imagined the chaos that would have ensued. "What did Strega Nona do when she returned?" she asked, her voice eager for the answer. Her mother continued, "When Strega Nona returned and saw what had happened, she knew exactly how to fix the problem. She chanted the secret words, and the pasta pot obediently stopped, allowing the townspeople to clean up the mess." Riley let out a sigh of relief, her heart filled with happiness. "Did Big Anthony learn his lesson?" she asked, her voice soft and hopeful. "Yes, my dear," her mother replied. Strega Nona forgave Big Anthony because she knew he had learned the importance of following instructions and respecting the power of magic. From that day on, Big Anthony became Strega Nona's most trusted helper, ensuring the magic pasta pot was used wisely. Riley smiled, feeling a sense of warmth and contentment. "That was a wonderful story, Mama," she said, her voice filled with gratitude. "I hope one day I can have my own adventure with a magical pot." Her mother kissed her forehead and whispered, "You never know, my dear. Magic can be found in the most unexpected places." With those words, Riley drifted off to sleep, her dreams filled with visions of pasta pots and magical adventures, ready to embark on her own journey whenever the time was right. And so, dear Riley, as your eyes grow heavy and sleep embraces you, remember that magic exists within your heart. Sweet dreams, my little one, and may your imagination forever soar.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.